Software. Next is software evolution, how it is evolved. Okay, software is inherently flexible and it is possible to change. Always you have to develop in such a way that it should be flexible to change. Any requirements, if it comes at the end moment also, that should be, the system should be adaptable to change requirements. So it should support the business in such a way that anytime any new requirements comes, it should be acceptable to the change. So one problem is that when the development is going to be there, maintenance is going to be always the irrelevant features of that, or we can say that when we are executing all the things as according to the plan, in between something that if it comes, the complexity of that is going to increases. So we should try to avoid such things. It is difficult to avoid, so you have to adjust to the existing changes. That's what it has been said in this diagram. Define system requirements. Okay. Acceptance or access existing systems. Existing systems are going to be there. Then proposed or process the system changes, any changes that it is required, that you have to changes. Modify the systems. Okay, modify the system. New system is going to be present. Again, if you are going to have some modifications in that, directly it goes to the existing system. Okay, then modified requirements are going there. It goes to the define the system requirements, new things that you wanted to implement, or in the existing only that you wanted to change, that also, that it is going to be. So new requirements means again you should go to the requirement stage, but existing only that you wanted to change, for that existing systems are going to be present, and for that again propose the change systems, then again modify the system, new system you will be going to get it. This is evolution, means any requirements that it comes for the new things that you should accept, adaptable to accept that changes. There is a system evolution. So that it ends the system processes, software process activities. Okay. Next is requirements engineering. Next is requirements engineering. Here what happens basically is we have so many things in this. You see that functional and non-functional requirements, requirements engineering processes, requirements elicitation, requirements specification, validation, change. These are all the things are required for the implementation of the project. Okay, functional and non-functional requirements, what are those? We have to see that. Okay, once we start with the requirements engineering, means it is nothing but acceptance of the values, services, what it is required for this particular system, everything that we should collect. That is this process is, this requirements engineering is a collection process. It is collection process of the for the project, what and all it is required, where it is going to be used, those things that we will be going to check it, and based on that requirements the executions are going to be checked for that. Some constraints are also going to be present in that, okay, which we cannot able to do that. So that also we should specify in that. Then question is what is requirement? Any project developer that he is going to ask that what you need basically. Okay, that is what the requirement is. So the customer is going to give first basic plan of what he needs. Then after designing and all these things, he will come back and he is going to say that okay, I need this also, I need this also, that also, this also. So many things that he is going to specify. So from the high level abstract of his mind side to, we have to come down to the proper specification of the system. He is going to give overall information of the services, but we should narrow down to the proper functionality of the specifications of the system. Whenever that it is inevitable requirements, it is going to be anyway, anytime that it's going to be okay. Maybe the basis for bid for the contract, first time it is going to give it, then the basis for contract itself is in the detailed way that it has to mention. Okay, so these two are called as requirements, means the contract, bid for the contract, and contract itself. It's a open interactions will be there, okay, specifications and all these things. Then the contract itself is defined totally, these things are required for this, so both are required for this particular things. They are the requirements for the engineering concepts for the product it is going to be. Davis is going to say in his way, this is requirements an abstraction for this. Okay. How he is going to specify is, a company wishes to let a contract for a large software development project. It must define its needs, specifically abstract way of solution, not predefined. Abstract is nothing but what? It is going to be the vague information it is going to be. Okay. Everything he is going to specify. He is not specific. The small way that he is going to specify, these are the requirements. Again, he is going to offer so many things again. Okay. It must be in the written format that you should accept it. So contractors will be there. They will contact first offerings. Okay. Different ways of meetings are going to get conducted to the client for the organization needs, because in one shot only the data is not going to get collected and projects are not going to get accepted. So many reviews are going to happen and finally that is going to get accepted. Is what the Davis is going to say. So many meetings are going to get conducted and finally the acceptance is going to be awarded. Once the contract is being done, means project is finalized, then you have to take the undertaking from the client saying that these are the modules that is going to be done, then these are the validations that we will be going to do it, and finally this should be accepted by the customer. This is nothing but the SRS, it is software requirement specification, that should be accepted and it should be signed by both the client and the developer. Okay. There are two things in this: user requirements definition as well as system required definitions, or we can say specifications. One example is being given in this. User requirement definition is for the Medicare system. It is the Medicare system shall generate monthly management reports showing that cost of drugs prescribed by each clinic during that particular month. This is what the output they want. What is the input? What are the inputs for this system requirements? It is what it is saying in this is, last working day of each month a summary of the drugs is prescribed. Their cost and prescribing clients shall be generated. The system shall generate a report for printing for after 17:30, means timing it is 5:30 on the last working day of the month. Specifications it is. A report shall be created for each clinic and shall list individual drugs names. Specifications, proper specifications it is here. Total number of prescriptions, how many prescriptions it has been written. The number of dose prescribed for the total cost prescribed drugs. So it is a detailed information it is going to be here. Then if the drugs are available in different doses like 10 grams, 20 grams, 30 grams like that, separate reports are going to get generated. 10 grams separate, 20 grams separate, and 30 grams separate, like that it is going to be get generated. For all these things we will be going to have the inputs. Access to drugs cost report. What is the cost of that? Finally he has to pay the bills. So the bill management requires the cost of the product or that drugs for the bill.